played the boxing game. And what this speaks to, and this is a boxing show, boxing is fundamentally exploitative. I get this as a fan. It's a guilty pleasure. I get it, right? And usually it's fans and networks exploiting fighters, right? We say, we want to see you in blood and guts fights, which risks their health for the rest of their life to entertain us. But here's what's crazy to me about a fight like that. And I remember, when I'm a little kid, Sugar Ray Leonard wins the gold medal. And then you blink, he's fighting Benitez for the title. Then he's fighting Durant twice. Then he's fighting Hearns. It didn't take 100 years to make the fight. But what's wild about something like this is a real super fight, and I said this on the broadcast for Crawford and Canelo, can't be promoted into existence. Right. What a real super fight is, the dust settles in an era, and there are two dudes left standing. There's Ali, there's Frazier, there's Leonard, there's Hagler, there's Mayweather, there's Pacquiao. That's a super fight, right? There's Crawford, there's Canelo. Those are two big fighters of the era. This type of fight, this could easily be at the end of an era, because Teo might be a dude left standing and Shakur could be the dude left standing, right?
I agree. Are you training to do something to not just beat Shakur, but to beat him in grand fashion? And when I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing is the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there.
We have going for us when a person underestimates you. That's lovely. And that ain't the only thing he's underestimating. So we're good.
Max Kellerman didn't sugarcoat it. He flat out called this fight dangerous for Shakur. Not a tune-up, not a showcase, but a real test of elite skill. According to Kellerman, this is the kind of matchup that exposes everything: timing, discipline, IQ, and composure under fire. If Shakur passes this test, it silences doubts. If he slips even once, the risk is very real. This isn't an easy task. It's a high-stakes proving ground.
Pleasing fight. We've seen the way Teo goes against some of these boxers. We've seen Shakur in some bad fights, obviously. Although Shakur looks pretty damn good against Williams Zepeda. Teo's not a pressure guy. He likes to counterpunch. Two counterpunchers, really.
Yes, it is not but there are some fights, guys. I think about Pernell Whitaker and Buddy McGirt, or Sugar Ray Leonard and Wilfred Benitez. I love the high-speed chess match. Not every fight has to be rock'em sock'em robots, right? That is, I agree with you. Aesthetically, there could be problems because someone has to take the lead, and they're both counterpunchers. But Chris, Teo has some angles with his feet that might bother a guy like Shakur.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He has great angles with the feet. He moves greater in the ring. And combination fighter, to me, combinations.
Teo isn't backing down. He's staying locked in and sending a clear warning. When they finally meet, this fight won't be business as usual. According to Teo, it's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur Stevenson, the kind of moment that flips narratives and shocks everyone watching. This isn't trash talk. It's a promise.
My mandatory, and he didn't. He was too hesitant trying to commit to punches. So I think that it's just something that's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur.
Hey, Doug, you hear that? He said the Bible of boxing. What else is called the Bible of boxing? It's Ring Magazine. And he's a two-division Ring Magazine champ.
Great ambassador for those championship belts as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm very big on those things. I claimed 2 weight divisions, 2 Ring Magazine belts.
Shocker's coach, Jack, kept it real. He says they didn't reinvent the wheel or panic in camp. The foundation stayed the same. But this time, the strategy was sharpened. Smarter adjustments, cleaner preparation. Every move designed to elevate Shocker's IQ in the ring and make sure he's ready for what's coming. This isn't just training harder, it's training smarter.
Trying a few new little things, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's basically the same thing we've been doing. We changed the strategy, but no camp is never exactly the same. So yeah, it's just like always. We may try a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it's mainly the same things. One of the best things we have going for us when a person underestimates you. That's lovely. And that ain't the only thing he's underestimating. So we're good.
Max Kellerman broke it down clearly. Yes, Shocker's power is real and impossible to ignore, but that's only half the story. Teo brings his own problems into the ring: raw strength, sharp footwork, and relentless determination. According to Kellerman, that combination of skill and will makes Teo a formidable challenge, turning this fight into a true chess match, not a one-sided showcase.
Thing I like about Teo's style, I mean, when you have a guy like Shakur whose defense is that good, and he's not just the guy who's going to hug you, he can box, you know? The easiest thing in the world is just to pick him against everybody.
Right.
Yes.
But Teo also has the kind of footwork, Malik, where he steps around guys. And I think about Buddy McGirt, Meldrick Taylor.
Yes.
Roy, you know, where Meldrick had quick enough feet where if you were going to come right at Buddy McGirt, he could box you. But Meldrick could give him angles that were more difficult. I think of Roy Jones, James Toney. If you were going to go at James Toney, forget it. His defense is too good. But Roy had the feet to move around James Toney, and maybe Teo has the feet to move around Shakur.
I seriously doubt it, man. Shakur is a whole different type of animal. His ring IQ is up there with the best. He's getting literally, I don't know how many times we've seen two.
Shakur didn't hold back. He says the criticism never stops. People constantly downplay his achievements, strip away his credit, and dismiss his opponents as insignificant. According to Shakur, no matter what he does in the ring, the narrative shifts to minimize it. This fight, he believes, is about more than winning. It's about forcing respect.
And just kept it moving. I do feel like I am in the situation that when I do make fighters look bad and beat them up, the first thing that they going to run to is, oh, this guy wasn't that good, or this guy is not nobody. They're going to take away from my resume, same way they did with Bud. Just like my last fight. They turned the dude that I was fighting and they say he's a cab driver. But I want to say his fight before he fought me, he fought Nakatani. And no disrespect to Teo. Teo had a majority decision with Nakatani. Lomachenko, it took him 9 or 10 rounds to get him out of there. That dude got him out of there in 6. So he couldn't be as bad as how they made him seem. But I think I'm just in a lose situation when it comes down to it, because anybody that I fight.
This time, Shakur is done explaining himself. He says no matter who he beats, the goalposts always move. Anybody I fight, they're gonna act like I didn't fight nobody, he explains. Even Edwin, a fighter Shakur calls elite, is already being preemptively dismissed in the court of public opinion. Win or lose, the narrative is ready to minimize it. And that's exactly what Shakur is fighting against. This isn't just about another victory, it's about forcing respect. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia has weighed in on the blockbuster matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, and his take adds even more intrigue. Garcia leans towards Shakur as the favorite, pointing to his elite skill set, the speed, the defense, the ring IQ that makes him a nightmare for anyone at lightweight. But he's quick to add a warning. Teofimo is not someone you overlook. According to Garcia, Lopez's power, grit, and ability to adjust mid-fight make this far from a sure thing. At this level, fights are decided by inches, timing, moments, and split-second decisions. One clean combination or tactical shift can flip everything. For Garcia, this isn't a mismatch. It's a high-level chess match where Shakur's technical brilliance collides with Teofimo's explosive versatility, and that's what makes it dangerous.
I would put my money on Shakur, but shit, I won't be surprised if Teofimo surprises us all, for sure. I think I'm underestimating Teofimo a little bit, but I don't think he can make the necessary adjustments to his own style to combat what Shakur does best, but he could definitely prove me wrong, for sure.
Oscar Valdez added an interesting wrinkle to the debate, explaining why he believes Teofimo Lopez has a very real path to victory against Shakur Stevenson. Valdez points to Teofimo's positioning and footwork as the difference makers, especially how he uses his back foot to stay balanced, slide out of danger, and set traps. With his long reach, Teofimo is able to step back just enough to draw shots, then fire sharp, accurate counters. According to Valdez, this style lets Teofimo engage without absorbing unnecessary damage, a skill he's been developing since his amateur days and Olympic experience. It may not always excite pure boxing fans, but it's a crucial part of his game. And against a fighter as disciplined as Shakur, Valdez says patience, timing, and smart pressure aren't optional. They're the only way to win.
to hit him first. And Shakur Stevenson, the way he's positioned, the way his back foot's there, and then you see him comfortable, and he's all right. This is my shot, and you throw it. He just rocks back, or he has that back foot, just steps back, and he has a long reach, so he just counter punches you. And that's part of the game. You get hit and not get hit, and Shakur Stevenson does it to the T. He perfected that since he was an amateur and Olympian, silver medalist, and now he's done it as a professional. You know, maybe not the whole world enjoys it, but the boxing, the pure boxing fan will maybe appreciate that.
I know you tried to do it, and Shakur's undefeated at this point, but like, how do you beat a Shakur Stevenson?
You know, I think how you beat a Shakur Stevenson, if I can go back, you do something.
Valdez breaks it down like this. Teofimo can't just rush in. He has to wait for the perfect moment to land shots that put Stevenson in tough positions. It's a strategy that's worked before, with underdogs using precision and timing to topple technically superior opponents throughout boxing history. According to Valdez, Lopez's real weapon is his composure. His ability to control distance, counter under pressure, and stay defensively sharp makes him a legitimate threat to Stevenson's undefeated record. This fight, Valdez argues, isn't just about raw talent, it's a tactical chess match. Lopez's counterpunching, patience, and strategic pressure could very well be the difference between an upset and a routine victory.
We all got tremendous fighters who box very well. You got, Sugar Ray Leonard till Roberto Duran came, and he ended up catching him. You got, Sweet Pete Pernell Whitaker. He was an amazing defensive fighter till, Zurdo Ramirez came in and beat him, then and other fighters. So everyone, I think time will tell what type of fighter, but I would say a pressured fighter. Maybe someone like Pitbull. We know Pitbull has had some losses with guys who are even less defensive fighters than Shakur Stevenson. Rayo Valenzuela and then Gervonta Davis, and then
Zach Moses didn't hesitate with his prediction. In his view, this fight heavily favors Shakur Stevenson, and he believes it could turn into a dominant performance. Moses points to Shakur's elite technical skill, blazing speed, and high-level ring IQ as the clear separators. His ability to control distance, read opponents in real time, and punish mistakes makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the lightweight division. While Moses acknowledges Teofimo Lopez's power and determination, he doesn't think that alone will be enough. According to him, Shakur's composure, experience, and tactical discipline are tailor-made to neutralize aggressive fighters. He even references past bouts against pressure-heavy opponents to show how Stevenson consistently stays calm, avoids chaos, and breaks fighters down without taking unnecessary risks. For Moses, this isn't just about talent, it's about style. And stylistically, he believes Shakur is a nightmare matchup. If history is any indication, Stevenson's precision and control could once again prove too much, making this fight less competitive than many expect.